I remember when I was back in secondary school, on a particular Friday, we had what we call a no uniform day. This was a day where you're allowed to wear your own clothes, and in return, you come into school with £1 for charity. I, as a freshman student from Africa, I knew nothing about the fashion sense of my fellow colleagues in secondary school. So I came in with this outfit, I came in with these white trainers, red and blue stripe, and the brand of the trainers has actually been disregarded. Well, it was disregarded back then, and obviously I knew nothing about it. So anyways, I came to school. In my head, I was thinking I was going to be looking fresh, fly, and it's going to be normal, because back in Africa, we didn't really think about what type of brand you're wearing then. It wasn't really a big deal then, if you get where I'm coming from. So anyways, I came into school, and me thinking I was cool, me thinking I was looking okay, normal and good. Well, that wasn't the case, because I had my mates back then in year 10 laughing at me. I had the year 11 student laughing at me. I had the year 9, year 8, even the year 7 kids saw me and laughed at me, okay? Now, I felt so embarrassed on that day, and I made a decision that every single no uniform day event, I'm going to come with my uniform and black shoes, okay? And that was exactly how I spent the rest of my secondary school. Now, in getting to college, I literally told myself, this I do not want again. I do not want people to be laughing at me. I want the opposite. I want people to commend what I'm wearing. I want people to say, "Raw, you're looking fly, you're looking good." You get what I mean? And I know stealing is a no-no for me. I know selling drugs, I'll be dead. Okay, if you get where I'm coming from. So this was a decision I decided to make, which was not easy. I usually get £10 a week for lunch. Basically, £10 for 5 days, £2 per day. And I decided I'm not going to spend that £10. Instead, I saved up that £10 for several weeks with the sole purpose of me buying expensive trainers, nice jackets, tracksuits, and all sorts of things. And if you ask me the question, did I meet my desire? Yes, I did meet my desire, and all my desires came through. I had girls looking at me saying, "Yo, this guy is looking fly, he's looking nice." I had boys looking at me saying, "Bro, where did you get that trainers from? Where did you get that trackers from? You're looking fresh." So I had this, and I felt this rush of dopamine all over me that makes me pretty much happy. And I wanted more. I wanted to continue like this. And I continued saving up money, even to the extent that I got a job, and I was still spending that money on trainers, on shoes, on this, on that. And that happened throughout college, okay? If you're going to ask me how much I spent towards trainers and shoes and everything, I can count probably into its thousands, okay? I spent quite a lot of money on that. In getting to university, I realized not a lot of people actually cared about all of these things I thought was important. The fashion sense, the shoes, the trainers, the outfits, the brand of what you were wearing, okay? Nobody really cared. In fact, I saw one of the students walking past, and he had a very dirty trainers, and yet he had one of the dopest friends, I think, okay, in the school, and nobody really talked about what type of trainers he's wearing or what brand of trainers he was wearing. Since then, I realized that actually there's a lot more things you can do with money than actually buying trainers, buying expensive outfits. Of course, there's a time where you can buy some things that should be given a chance, but there's a lot you can do in life than just spend your money on trainers and all sorts of things. I believe a number of young people can relate with this story, and probably some grown-ups as they experience this growing up. And probably some grown-ups are experiencing it right now. Now, everybody, including teenagers, young people, are constantly being bombarded with pressure, variation of ideas, variation of thoughts from teachers, from parents, from friends, from family. Everybody have got their own idea of decisions telling you what exactly you should do. Everybody have got their own perspective of what is right and expecting you to do that, okay? Now, what makes a difference between we and teenagers or young people is the fact that we've got more experience in this. We have experienced this before, so it's quite easy for us to make a decision on what we think is better for us and what we think is not good for us. But as a young person, as a teenager, they've got absolutely zero idea, okay? They've got absolutely zero idea on what might be the consequences of their action. And this is because they've got no experience at all. So when next you see a child or a teenager struggling with decisions or influence, please be patient with them, okay? They are learning, they are growing, they are experiencing the environment. Be very, very patient with them. Take it easy on them, okay? Share your story with them. Let them know the consequences of your actions. Let them know what you did and what happened at the very, very end. And then also try to avoid being a detector. Okay, be a mentor instead. If you detect decisions, you're not giving a reason behind that decision. So be a mentor and guide the child. Again, it's about mentoring somebody to be able to make their own decision, not just make their own decision, make the right decision. And lastly, give them a chance to make a mistake. Okay, we become our own person based on the mistakes we've made, based on the experiences we've had, based on what we've seen that's happened to people. Now, there are some mistakes that young people, teenagers need to make to be able to learn. There's some mistakes that they need to make them become a better version of themselves.